Okay, we're seated here with Eddie Moffat, the world-class unicyclist of Indianapolis fame, and we're going to spend a few moments talking about him and that which makes him who he is. But there's the unicycle he rides right there, waiting for to be used, as it joins my high wheel bike that is also waiting for me to get on and knock around with. We're going to ask Eddie, first question we're going to put forth to him is, Eddie, how old were you when you got into unicycles?
I think I was about 9 or 10, not sure exactly.
Weren't you saying that your sister had a picture of you doing pirouettes on one at 10?
Yeah, when I was 10, 73, so that's why I think I probably started when I was 9.
Okay.
Because I had some skill at 10.
And then how long were you a consistent unicyclist?
Probably about 5 years from there.
So 9 until 14?
Yeah, probably until 14, 15, and then I had to concentrate on my ballet training. So I kind of dropped the unicycle for a while.
Concentrating your ballet training. Tell us about that. What do you mean by that?
Well, trying to get several classes a day in. If you're going to be a professional, you have to train, and you got to train hard. So, taking 2, maybe 3 classes a day.
And in Southern California?
Yes.
Where?
San Pedro is where I started.
You started ballet in San Pedro? Really? San Pedro, did they have much of an active ballet community?
It was small. There's where famous ballerina, what's her name? With ABT. Oh shoot, can't think of her name now. She's from Pedro.
Pedro, you call San Pedro Pedro?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. If you're from Pedro, just call it Pedro.
Okay. And then you moved to San Francisco. You danced with a ballet company there, is that correct?
A youth ballet company, yes.
Okay.
Ballet Celeste International.
And where were they in the grand scheme of things, in terms of rankings, I guess we could say?
Well, they were a special school because they were a performing arts school. So you had your academics in the AM, and you danced in the afternoon, and you toured, and you got to perform. So that's really quite a special school. You're not going to get that, a performing arts school like that anywhere.
And you weren't unicycling then?
No more unicycling, yep. I focused on mine. I had to if I want to get a job.
Then you moved on to, let me back up for half a second here. You say you toured. What do you mean toured?
So we toured Nutcracker. You're getting on a bus and you're packing up your sets and your costumes and you're going out on the road. That's, you're on a ballet tour.
So you were doing Nutcracker, in other words?
Yes, Nutcrackers and other ballets.
How many Nutcrackers have you done in your life?
Oh, hundreds.
Hundreds?
I'm not sure exactly how many.
All over the world, right?
It's in the hundreds.
All over the world?
In quite a few places.
Yeah? Huh. Awesome. And then you moved on from San Francisco. What was your next stop?
Cleveland. Got my first job at Cleveland Ballet at 18.
And tell us, how high of a notch ranking was Cleveland's ballet?
I think Cleveland was probably one of the top 5 companies
in the
at
world?
that time in the U.S.
In the United States,
Yeah.
okay.
And that was the early 80s. So it was a pretty high-ranking company.
So they were one of the top ranking companies in the world, and I understand their Nutcracker was one of the best in the world.
In my opinion, yes. It was a very, very elaborate, expensive production with great choreography, great costumes. It was the best one I've ever seen or been in since then.
So why'd you leave?
I had wanted to go to Europe. I'd always wanted to dance in Europe.
Yeah.
So I bought a one-way ticket to Germany
And did you know that you were going to have a dance position when you got there?
Had no idea.
No?
Just took a chance.
Really?
Went over there and got a job.
And
in a couple
then
weeks.
you got hired by the German government, is that correct?
Well, it's the theater, but it's government sponsored. So I got hired by the director,
Yeah.
Herr Dobrevich is his name. But the ballet in Germany is sponsored by the state.
Okay.
So, like I think I told you this before, you don't have to fundraise. You know, your salary is paid by the state of Germany or the country of Germany.
And still no unicycle.
That's where I started. I rediscovered it in, I think it was 1983.
And it was, what, a unicycle hanging in a bike shop or something like that?
Yeah, in a bike window.
Uh-huh. And at what age were you at that point?
I was 23 years old. when I got
23
back
years
into it.
old.
Yeah.
Wow. And you've been nonstop ever since.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's about all we have time for today, Eddie. Thanks for spending some time with us. And talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.
Peace out.